Hello Taurus, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a 9 of Wands, this is strength, this is commitment, this is resolve, this is willpower. Yeah. This is a resolution. This is something that you have promised, right? Let's put this into some context, right? And this is not a promise that you take lightly. It's not just an agreement. It's not anything like this. This is a solid, oath, because it has that connection with that moon energy in there. This is something that means a lot to you, means everything to you. Let's see what we've got. Queen. Yeah, this is really, really deep. This I think it might be a commitment even to commitment to ourselves, right? A commitment to diving deep into our own emotional stuff and making some progress here. This is very deep water here. Let's see what else we've got. We've got a 6 of Cups. We got an Emperor. Interesting. 6 of Cups, Emperor, and the Queen. I wonder if this is maybe an older female energy. Maybe we have the Hanged Man. We've got a 4 of Swords. We've got an Aeon card, 7 of Wands. We've got a Knight of Cups and the Moon energy. Very interesting cards. We see a lot of this immersion in this water, right? But we have also the balance with fire. And this is quite interesting. Let's see what we've got. We've got water, 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 water. We've got fire, 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 fire. So it's fairly balanced with the fire and the water, right? I feel like there's this, not really an opposition, but there's this intention. There's this intention maybe to manifest more of this water energy in us. Maybe this is kind of one of those love readings, romantic readings. Put your pitchforks away. I didn't mean it. It could be, though, right? It's us really being honest, really looking deep within ourselves and asking, what do I really desire? What do I really want? I think that you've explored other things before and have been disappointed. I think that maybe in some ways you've even resigned yourself to thinking, I'm never going to have that kind of experience, whether it's romantic love, whether it's creative satisfaction, whether it's a sense of purpose, whether it's a feeling of having a divine mission. Maybe the Hanged Man is saying, I've never had it before. It's not meant for me. I'm not meant to have this kind of intense, intimate relationship with the world, with myself, with the environment, with people, whatever, right? Romantic or otherwise, okay? I don't see any really overt romantic cards here, okay? We don't have the Lover's card. We don't have the 2 of Cups. What we have is a 6 of Cups. You're looking for that kind of harmony, that kind of intimacy in relationship. It's more of a sense of community. It's more of like having this really quality group of friends or having a family feeling, having that kind of intimacy. But I think every time you strive for this, you run into some sort of obstacle. Here's that 7 of Wands in the position of the environment. Something gets in the way, right? But I think what we're doing now is we really are diving deep. This Queen of Cups. Now, for some of you, this is going to be a mother energy. I'm getting an older female coming through. That could be mom, grandma, something like this. Could be an older sibling. And it might even be one of these people that I feel like they're in spirit. And I feel that there's a little bit of regret with this person because I feel like you never got to say goodbye. You never got to really have that conversation, have that closure with them. Never really got to say that last I love you with this person. Okay? Now for some of you, I'm getting an M name for them. I don't think it's Mom. Could be Mary, Marie. I'm getting an M, kind of an MR name. But I wonder if that's kind of part of this feeling. I wonder maybe even if you come from a family that didn't really express love openly, that there was never there was closeness in the family, but it wasn't like an emotional kind of bonding. It was just, there was closeness, there was association, there was teamwork and that sort of thing. There was obligation, there was loyalty. But perhaps there was no real intimacy. It wasn't an environment where you really could share your feelings very, very freely, right? And that's kind of the obstacle that we see now with this Knight of Cups. This is you sharing your feelings freely. Because the Seven of Wands is in the environment, it's an obstacle. And maybe every time you tried to share something intimate about yourself, something meaningful, or have that meaningful conversation, Four of Swords, you'd run into an obstacle. Okay. Now, I think that this, like I said, this could be an older female energy that has passed. There's also this fire energy that we need to talk about, and I don't know that this situation, this environment, was so because of that mother energy. Because we've got this emperor behind us, right? Kind of as the source of some of this. Why there's this conflict between the fire and the water, what we're trying to harmonize. There's this intention now to bring more water energy into our lives because maybe we were raised by this kind of a person. Maybe, this could be dad, doesn't have to be, but I always feel like the environment was one where you weren't encouraged to speak freely. You weren't encouraged to be emotional, to share your feelings. And when you did, I don't think it was met with much acceptance or love. Okay? I kind of, in some ways, I feel like this is kind of this might be a father-type figure, and then this would be a mother figure. And I wonder if mom has passed, but that dad is still around. And now that's kind of we're trying not to go down that path. Right? Where now we, for very good reason, I think, feel a little bit of anger toward this father energy. That we're trying not to blame anybody, right? Because of the environment in which we grew up, or the environment of the family kind of situation, and then we don't have that closure, that conversation that we wanted to have with this person. So then we're kind of blaming that person, right, for creating this kind of an environment. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying not to do that, and that's why we've got a Four of Swords in the future position. Now, generally what I'm feeling with this is that you're making a conscious effort to get away from this kind of toxic energy. This energy that is not open, this energy that is not intimate and emotional and compassionate, right? You're trying to explore the depths of your own soul, and you're trying to say, okay, well, I was never encouraged to feel anything, so now I'm gonna dive in. Now that Hanged Man is diving all the way into your soul to find out what's there and what you want, because you're not compromising that anymore. Right? No longer are you going to say, well, that's not meant for me. That's just not how I was raised. I don't know how to do that. We're going to figure it out. Right? So this oath that you're taking, this promise that you're making, it's a promise to yourself. But I think it's a promise to that mom energy, that motherly energy, That just says, I'm going to make this change in my life. We see this change here. This is the doorway, right? This is you making that decision to go through this door and never look back. And it might be really an idea here that we're trying to bring in more intimacy, more love, more creativity, all these things really that it feels like we were kind of raised to reject a little bit. Yeah. I feel like Dad was a very serious kind of person. Mom was more like the kind of like the hidden artist, I feel like she liked to dance a lot. I feel like there's some connection with an animal shelter with you, right? I feel like maybe that's what I don't know if you work there, you volunteer there, or if you're planning to go to a shelter, or you're going to adopt an animal or something like that. But there's some connection with that, with you, right? Recently, yeah. When we see the Four of Swords in the position of the future, again, this is kind of what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to not assign blame. We're trying not to be the fire in it. We're trying not to be angry at anyone either. We're just trying to make this resolution in our own lives and say, I'm going to really explore myself and what I want in life. We're trying to be very emotionally transparent rather than veiled, closed off emotionally. Okay? And it's not easy to do. The Four of Swords is saying that we're not going to compromise on that. There's always going to be a reason. There's always going to be something that's asking you to break your promise to yourself, right? There's always, and it's that part of our mind that just says, well, let's just forget about this because it just didn't work out. It's not going to happen. If it hasn't happened now, it never will, And this doesn't have to be romantic, but I'm feeling that closeness, that intimacy, whether it's friends or family or romance or whatever. Maybe that's how you were raised. Now you're trying to do something different with your family. You see what I mean? There's the Six of Cups. It's not just a two. It's not just you one-on-one in a romance. There are other people involved. It's a bigger picture, right? So yes, maybe it is a one-on-one relationship with a family member, with your kids, with a spouse, with a potential romantic partner. I think it's all of these things. It's not just one. It's one and one and one and one and one and one. So it's everything. It's your relationship with life. It's your relationship with yourself. Okay? And in some ways, this really could be talking about finally making this decision, taking this oath with yourself that you are going to pursue that course, that path in life that is truly coming from within. All of this water energy right down the pipe. And you're diving right in. That Hanged Man is diving in. What you really want to be doing with your life. Maybe this was all the career that you had before. Successful, serious, professional. But it wasn't what you wanted. It wasn't what really made your heart pump and your blood pump, And so now we're taking this oath, we're taking this deep dive into ourselves to say, what do I really want? Yeah. Now I'm going to start pursuing those areas of life, those interests, those passions that mean something to me. Right? That means something. And it's going to take strength. It's going to take the strength of the Nine of Wands. And with this, knowing what you want, knowing what's within you, that gives you the strength and the courage and the bravery to push forward and to do it, to get there, to no matter what, accomplish this. Even if it takes the rest of your life, even if you never fully get there. We've made that commitment. We've taken that oath. And here we are on the path of the Serpent with the Eon, Judgment, Rebirth, Reawakening, the Baptism by Fire, the Trial by Fire. It's not an easy task. There's many parts to it. It's not easy to make the decision to dive down into your own being and find out what you want to do, where you want to take your life. But it's also not easy then to distinguish one thing from the other thing. Maybe we have to go through a lot of trial and error, and that's part of the Seven of Wands too. Exploring different things and then saying, no, that wasn't it. We'll try something else, until we find that thing. Furthermore, the the doorway, this fiery doorway, is going to strip from us. It requires us to let go of everything that we cannot take with us. All of those beliefs and values, all of that history, all of that past, we're shutting the door on it. Doesn't mean we're forgetting the memory, doesn't mean we're suppressing it, doesn't mean we're cutting contact with anybody. But it means that we're leaving that in the past, that was all then, and this is now. And now can be different than then, right? In fact, it is. It has to be. That's what this card is. This is a definite decision moving into the future that leaves the past behind us. Freeing ourselves from all of this generational stuff, any of this toxic stuff, right? So that we can pursue our purpose, our meaning and mission in life with purity, with focus, with heart, right? With strength and confidence. But we know it's going to be difficult, right? What I want to do for this Eon card is do one of our Divine Doorway cards. This is a beautiful set of cards. There's a unique doorway on each one, or a portal or a passageway. And on the back is a little inspirational note. And so I'm going to close my eyes and we're just going to pick one. It's going to be this one. Well, that's a beautiful green doorway. It says, "A note on love." And let's read it. "Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown." Well, that's what the moon card is, right? It's darkness. It's the new moon. It's the unknown future. We can't see what's happening next. We don't know what the future holds. Enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Well, isn't that just perfect, right? Doesn't that just exactly sum up what we're doing here, right? We're seeking different seasons. This was one season. We're seeking a different one now, right? We're entering into the unknown. We're going through this doorway, and the other side of which we can't really see. We can't see the end result here. We can't see what's at the end of the path. That's okay. Maybe there is no end to the path. When love is the focus, water energy, when love is the focus, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. This is fantastic. I love this. I love that very much. A note on love. That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about. And we know it's not going to be easy. We know that we are fighting against not just the usual things, but we're fighting against this whole history or this upbringing or this culture, whatever it is, that is really opposed to what we're trying to do. You know, you're trying to be an artist and your family is like, a family of doctors or something, let's say, right? And there's the disconnect. You come from a family of lawyers and you want to go be a musician? Like, what are you, nuts? So I feel there's more opposition than usual here. Not only do you have to try to succeed as a musician in an industry, in a business that is very difficult to succeed in, but you also have this added difficulty of this culture or this history or this upbringing or this family or whatever that is discouraging you from doing that. That is frowning upon that life choice. You see? So you're up against more than most people. You need that added strength. And you need that, you know? And I think you're getting that. The difficulty really is in this Knight of Cups. This is your ability to give and receive affection, to give and receive love. And it's kind of, we've been discouraged from doing that. It feels like it from our whole lives. We've been discouraged from doing that. So you have to break that history, that pattern, and start expressing yourself, being the artist, dancing, or performing the music. You have to take the risk and put yourself out there, put your heart out there, express your essence in this way. And there will be rejection. And I think that's going to be very hard for you because of the rejection from your past, from what feels like dad. I'm not trying to throw anyone's dad under the bus. But it feels like from our upbringing, we were already rejected from doing this when we would do this, we would be rejected. So something already ingrained in us, to expect the rejection or to not even try because we know we're going to be rejected. And this is the obstacle for you, and you have to try anyway. You have to keep doing it and keep trying, and there will be that harmony. It will be reciprocated. When we find our place, when we find that energy that we're supposed to follow, when we're in that zone, we're in that flow of watery energy, there will be that connection. We'll find that connection. We're not going to find it if we don't look. If we don't take the risk, we'll never meet with a reward, right? And that's kind of that's the catch-22. That's the problem with this whole thing, because we don't know when the reward is coming, where it will be coming from, what it's going to look like. We can't predict the future. We can be 99.999% sure that the sun will rise sometime in the next 24 hours, but we can never be 100% sure. And that's, those odds, I'll take those odds. I'll make that bet, right? I'll bet the farm that the sun's going to rise somewhere within 24 hours, right? Those odds are okay. But what about when the odds are less? What about when we don't know the odds? Right? We have even less certainty about something because we don't know even yet what we want or where to find it or how to go about finding it. So you need this extra strength that I think Spirit is providing for you right now to take this oath, to meet with these challenges, to set this intention, because it's an unknown road. It's an unknown road in front of you. And I feel like Spirit's telling me that you fell off your bike when you were a kid. Maybe you did it a lot. Maybe you're kind of clumsy, kept falling over. You kept getting back on it. It didn't discourage you from riding a bike. Riding a bike is fun. It's exhilarating. We love it. I'm willing to fall over a few times here and there. So just if I can ride the bike, I'll gladly fall over. I'm going to try not to. I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to get cut up and scraped, probably cry. But I'm going to keep doing it because it feels good, because I love it. Yeah. And you are being blessed right now with this conviction, with this resolve, with this strength that says, I'm doing it, starting right now. I'm getting on the bike. I'm going to start writing. I'm picking up the guitar. I'm going to start writing the poetry again, or whatever it is, Let's do, I know probably shouldn't, let's do one more doorway card for this moon energy. This one here was down here for this one, a note on love. But then what about the future, right? What's beyond that doorway? This is another doorway, right? This is a threshold. Well, let's see what's happening when that sun does rise in that card, and we're able to see what the future is. And now we can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to pick one. Let's see. Oh, let's go. No, that's the one. The answer, yes. A simple answer, yes. And kind of interesting with a light at the end of the tunnel, right? It's a yes. It says, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and fly. Right? So it's kind of a guarantee. It may say, yeah, it's dark. It's unknown. It's uncertain. It's scary. But you will succeed. You will get that which you desire. You will find the light at the end of that tunnel. It's really, really a beautiful card. I say we look at the mystery card now. And we didn't ever pick one, did we? Gosh, that's pretty strange. Happens once in a while. I get so wrapped up in what we're talking about, I forgot to do that. I wish these were actually live, and then you could remind me. Let's do it now. Yeah. This is going to be a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is that factor, infinite and unknown. All right. And we're going to set it down briefly over here with Alien, Simon Mork Ripley, right there. We're not going to look at that card until the end of the reading, which is basically right now. But it is going to tie everything together and give us our confirmation. All right. Now, I want you to predict that card. I want you to figure out in your heart, in your soul, what is it? What's it going to be? Right? And put your answer down in the comments. I'm thinking, what if it's some earth energy? Right? What if it's something solid? We're taking those first steps. This is all good in theory, but where's the earth energy? See, look at I'll let you look at the cards. Where's the earth energy? We've got fire, 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 water, 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 water. We got the mind in between, the air in between, trying to keep everything together and trying to establish a plan, you know. But we need the earth energy. We need that solid step. Maybe we'll get a 6 of Pentacles. Maybe a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles. You know what else would be great? Would be a 9 or a 10 of Cups. Showing that yes at the end of the tunnel, right? That happiest of lives. That ultimate dream come true, satisfaction. Well, sorry, alien. I know that was a short performance for you today. And I apologize to you out there who didn't get to enjoy thinking of that mystery card throughout the reading, but sometimes I forget, you know. Let's see what we've got. Queen of Swords. Well, this is good. The Queen, right? The water. Water within us, the swords in our hand. So, yes, we're trying to keep the peace in a way. We're trying to have this kind of truce. We're letting the past be the past. We're not blaming anybody. We're just saying, wash the slate clean. Let's all start from zero. It is what it is. The water under the bridge. Okay, we're starting over. But from this point on, you've got this sword in your hand. And anything that gets in your way, you're mowing it down. Right? Any energy that tries to put you off of your path or tell you, no, you can't pursue your soul's desire, you are standing up for yourself and you're saying no. Right? This is that Ace of Swords. This is that conviction and that commitment now being communicated. You're able to express that. We feel that conviction and that commitment and that resolve here with the 9 of Wands, but now it's going to be coming out through your communication, right? That you're able to say no to people. You're able to say, get out of my way. Yeah. You're able to make those decisions and stand up for what you want without hesitation. You're not letting anybody kind of steamroll right over you. You're not letting this past energy pull you back in. You're able to, with the sword, you're able to cut the cord, right? This is the real conviction. This is the real decision. And this is an energy that's ready to face the challenges. Knowing that no matter what challenges you face, you're staying on your path. You have this commitment. This is a very good card. This is a very confident card. And this is a card you don't want to cross, right? Nobody's going to get in your way when this is you. Yeah. No one's going to get in your way. And you see, they even have their hand up. They're kind of like going like this, like, I dare you. You know, you have such strength about you right now that nobody is going to dare get in your way or tell you no or try to interfere with your will. And if they do, you can very easily deal with that situation, right? Very easily make the necessary decisions in your life, whether it's saying no or just kicking people right out of your life. You're staying committed to yourself, to your will, to your soul, to your spirit. Very good card. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, there's a link up here. There's one down below. I didn't forget about the extended reading. New readings for Taurus every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time, but I am here every day. You can come back and see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And we usually have the mystery card towards the beginning, right? Kind of funny, I forgot it today. I kind of feel like this is one of my favorite readings that I've done, you know. I like this one very much for you. And I want you to know, Taurus, that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.